Final number 2 for the New Brunswick Men's League. Dave Tingley joining you here from UMBSJ Gymnasium for our second semifinal matchup, and it is the Spartans and the High Toppers. And I'm making sure I got the right rosters for each. And apparently the Spartans are the home team. Spartans are home, or the Spartans might be away, actually. We might have to switch it up. The High Toppers. Yeah, High Toppers are home. We've been debating. It looked like it was going to be Spartans home. It is High Toppers home. We'll make sure we don't mess you up with any of our score, any of the score on the feed here, fans. So we'll get into what happened in Game 1 if you didn't join us in a moment, but welcome to Game 2. And some of these guys I'm not familiar with. That guy does not have a uniform number, so we're going to have to figure that out. All right. So there are a couple of roster changes that I'm going to have to work through here, fans, while I get settled in here. So the High Toppers, all right. Jack Way, okay. I'm gonna get settled in here, fans. All right. Playing a little catch there, Jack Way. Now the drive from Surer, I'm guessing. Oh boy, fans, I'm gonna have to check the rosters at the end of this, because there are numbers that aren't on the my roster. That's my fault. I was socializing in between games. I didn't double check the roster numbers. Nice play there from Anthony Sears, knocking that one out of bounds, the UMB player. So I'm going to try to get these numbers straightened out here. Inbounds, it comes to Marcus Barnes, UMB veteran, trying to go to work on Ben Power. Gets all the way to the hoop, can't finish. And the Spartans are out on the run. It's Tobin, Mark Tobin. Back to Eden Schutte. He's going to pull up. Boy, that's a difficult shot. Well, Schutte, the 6'2" guard from Hamilton out of UMB as well. A difficult shot. Barnes now. Gonna throw up another one. No good. Back come the Spartans. They're off and running. And another lay-in. This time, Ben Power, UMBSJ player from Grand Bay Westfield. A couple of those in this game for the Spartans. Jack Fury Miller, another fellow Grand Bay Westfield native. Oh, the rebound inside and the putback, no good. From Larea, Brandon Larea. And coasting to the hoop. Athletic move from Mark Tobin to lay it in on the left-hand side. And a quick 6-point advantage here for the Spartans. Larea on the attack, gets it knocked away. Yeah, I was going to say, late call, but the right one from referee Danny Patterson. Larea's going to go to the line. Let's see as it goes here if I can get some roster numbers worked out. I'm just going to do a smart move here and text one of my peeps down here watching to help me out with the numbers here. Two for two at the line from Larea. The lead right back down to 4. Power back out. It's Anthony Sears, spins, gets it back out for a 3 from distance. Oh, and a steal from the Spartans. And the attack from Sears, and Sears lays it in with the right hand, and the lead is now 6 again for the Spartans here early. The winner of this game is going to have to come up with an answer. Oh, and a nice follow there from Larea, the Crawley, UK native that plays at UMB. The 3 now from Sears. Short. Rebound from Tobin. Then Power gets 2 feet in the paint, spins, oh, can't get the land to go. Larea pulls it down. Larea's gonna push. The dribble handoff. Can't finish there, can Larea. Three from the wing is good. That's Tobin, the Mount Pearl, Newfoundland native from UNB. Lots of UNB flavor in this game. Walking it up is Barnes. Barnes. The floater is good. Difficult shot. Almost casual with that between the legs move from Barnes. But he got it to go. Three from the wing is good. That's Shooty again. That one was a lot more simple than the first one. He could just step into that one with his feet set. And after that first make, that one must have felt easy. Barnes now. Playing with his foot a little bit. Steps away. Fury Miller watching him close. Barnes gets into the paint though. Kicks to the corner. Three is good. Down it goes. Yeah, the in-house announcer isn't sure who number 5 is either, so we will straighten this fans at halftime. They did update rosters. I didn't notice that there were numbers missing on the updated roster, so that's my bad. I didn't notice. I was doing a little socializing in between the semifinal games. Oh, nicely done. A shooty run on the floor, and he's going to finish off the feed from Sears, and those two have been a killer combo here to start things. Distance three, no good. Rebounded by Barnes. A missed box out there. Power wants that box out back. Doesn't result in, isn't a bad outcome though for the Spartans. They got numbers coming the other way. Fury Miller shares to the corner, up and good from distance. That was Tobin. Boy, the points coming fast and furious from the Spartans. Not a lot of resistance from the High Toppers here early. Jack Way trying to go on Tobin. Pulls up, front rim from the Crandall rep. Oh, and again, not getting back, and the two-hand flush from Anthony Sears off the feed from Fury Miller. And 28-13, the lead already for the Spartans, and I was concerned for whoever won this game, but what their game plan was to stop a certain Mr. Norm Burry in tomorrow's final at 1, but now I'm concerned a little for the Bandits, how they're going to stop this athletic Spartans team out on the run. Spartans off to a fast start, but Shooty making difficult shots. Fury Miller and Sears and Tobin pushing the pace and finishing at the other end off. Really lackadaisical right now is the only word for it. The transition defense from the High Toppers, missed shots and turnovers, and they just they are not getting back in transition. So checking into the game, I do know the numberless bespectacled man that stepped into the game just now for the High Toppers, and that is Josh Holler, the Moncton native. I've seen him play many times. McNaughton was his hunting grounds when he was a Moncton baller before he transferred out to prep school. But so Josh, good shooter. Barnes now 2 feet in the paint, up and under move, and he finishes. So 13-point lead now is the deficit. No defense though at the other end. It should be all the way to the basket. So right now Barnes is doing a little bit of giveth and taketh-ing away a little bit here. Pardon my French. He is doing good work at the offensive end. He's getting 2 feet in the paint at will, but defensively down here at the other end has not been strong. Been beaten back in transition, and Shooty just shedded him there. with that move, rejecting the screen. Makes this one, he's going to already be in double figures. No Chudi. Hamilton native, UMB player. Oh, good strong move there from Larea, but couldn't finish. Oh, lazy inbounds pass there too, gets picked off. Should he just put his hands up? Barnes was asking for it. Should have got all the way to the glass, but too strong. Couldn't control himself with that left hand. That time, oh, again it bounces out. Gets his own rebound though, does Larea. Can't finish, that's two buddies in a row. One on the right side, one on the left, and he gives the ball a little bit of punishment. Do what I say, please. Round orange thing. Go in the other round orange thing. See if he can finish here at the line. Nope, short on the first. Still a 15-point deficit. Swish goes the second. 30-16 now as we head into the 3-minute mark of the first quarter here. Screen roll action. Should he rise and fire? No good. Knocked out of bounds by Barnes. It's going to stay with the Spartans. Hazen Rossiter, the Riverview native, who's going to Cape Breton University this year to play hoops. Setting that screen. He's going to step in bounds and ask for it. Should he? Now he's going to empty the side. Attacking there is Trevor Doucette. Another Mount A player. Didn't get a lot of minutes last year in his freshman year. Did have a uni on, did get into some games. Didn't get a lot of time, but he is a big, hard-working dude. Lefty. Always those lefties. Always have some sort of advantage for some reason. Knocks down the first one. Oh, gets the roll on two. He's got a bit of a flat jumper, a little bit of a flat shot. He's got a tough matchup there. Hazen Rossiter coming over to help him out. And they're going to put him onto the line. The man I'll call number 5. I'm going to go process of elimination here. Okay, Ben Riley. All right, there we go. That makes sense. Ben Riley, number 5. I won't screw that up the rest of the game, people, I promise. There we go. Ben, a 6'4" forward from Calgary. Also plays at UNB. Mr. Holler is our other known number. All right, so now I've got this straight. I know who everybody is. And a good aggressive move there again from Ochudi. Gets grabbed. It's like the 4th foul of the quarter, I believe. Yeah, that's the 4th foul of the quarter on the High Toppers. Inbound to Sears, or pardon me, Tobin, excuse me. On the rise and fire, no good, but there's Rossiter. I thought maybe he got the call, but no, he realized right away he'd gotten his second very quickly. So he smartly ran to the bench and asked for a substitution. So up 14 here as we approach the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Clock running. Barnes against Ochudi. Barnes. A little bit of a wild one. A follow-up though, no good. There's Barnes again. Double clutch, can't finish. Another layup. And numbers back again. And again, I have to call out Mr. Barnes. Didn't even barely get back over half court for that one. Oh, and a good shot fake inside. Well done there for Jack Way. Going into his second year at Crandall. Had some limited minutes at Crandall this year, but they've done a really good job of developing guys there. We'll get into that with another couple. Oh boy, he's feeling himself in this first quarter. At least that's a dozen by my count for Eden. Barnes now. He wants to go right back to work. Nice cut. Back to Jack Way from three-point land. He can make that shot, no good. Barnes runs it down in the corner. Oh, nice baseline. Looked away. Good cut, but Way gets it blocked, but he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Good cut from Jack Way, the youngster from KV. Coached by UMBSJ coach Paul Vaughn. Only 5 minutes a game in 11 games played this year for Crandall. That's going to go up. You see that with some other guys. Well, it was going to be a talking point about Ethan Culberson. He was on the roster for a lot of this year for the High Toppers, not available this weekend. But he's a guy that went from just a few minutes as a freshman, 3 minutes to 12 to 25 for Crandall. Coach Todd McKillop and the staff there do a real good job of identifying guys they want and then developing them. Colby McIntosh, another example of that on one of these rosters for most of the summer. Guy that went from playing just a few minutes to playing big minutes. And a nice move. Beautiful stuff there. That was Brandon Larea. But just not enough defense in this quarter for the High Toppers. They got 22 on the board, but they are going to give up at least 36. There's Eden on the rise and fire again. He thought that one was good. Doucette had the offensive rebound, couldn't get it up on the rim before the buzzer sounded. We go to the first quarter break with the Spartans with a 36-22 lead. So if you missed the first game, fans, it was the Norm. I say it was the Norm Burry show. It definitely was, but I don't want to undersell the performance of Jack Tilley, or really Chris Sperl. Really, the whole team played really well. River Lands had some great minutes. Brennan Deverex had 8 quick ones in the third, a couple threes, and driving a closeout. So everybody did some good stuff. Quinn DeVries had good minutes, but really, Norm Burry. And it was a discussion point for, I'm going to needle the boys here later from the Dutchman. They game planned it, they discussed it. They said we're going to double team him here. And it just went completely out the window. Burry ran the show in the first game, and I don't know what his final line was. We'll see it later, but I'm guessing it was close to a 30-20 game. And he had support from Jack Tilley most of all. I think by my count, just live, he had 7 steals. And then also got into the paint at will, made a couple threes, scored the ball well. So those two in particular, although there were other strong contributors, those two in particular really is going to be a problem tomorrow in the final. And right now, if things keep going the way they're going, they're going to be facing these Spartans. That gorgeous move from Ben Power, UMBSJ player, after transferring from St. Mary's after being the MVP at Rossay Netherwood in 2023. 2 feet in the paint again for these Spartans. At will, they're getting downhill. And to the line for 2 free throws, and that's going to be Anthony Sears continuing his strong run. But Schutte was the star in that first quarter. Went from 7.5 points a game in 18 minutes 2 years ago to over 13 a game in 28 minutes last year at UMBSJ, or at UMB, pardon me. Probably wants to be a little bit more efficient this year. I mean, definitely does. He was under 35% shooting from the field, but when he gets to the line, 83% there. So lots to build on. When a guy shoots over 80% at the line, you know the foundation is there to be a good shooter from the field as well. So, and it might be a decision-making thing. Over 3 turnovers for him as well last year, so still lots of place to grow. And there's a steal from Jack Fury Miller. Last 2 years spent at UMBSJ after a year at UNB. So Fury Miller was at SJ for 2 years, transferred to UMB, back to UMBSJ last 2 years. Here he was a problem, 17-7 last year at UMBSJ. As it should, he gets it to Doucette and then right back. Oh, and a nice fill. Beautiful stuff there from the Spartans. Just didn't get that to go, but another offensive rebound, and the ball found its way back to Sears off the miss from Power. Beautiful stuff from Anthony Sears. 45-22 is your lead. Oh, the nice stop and go move. Can't get it to go Conway. Bounces all the way back out to Doucette. Doucette now. Goes coast to coast, misses, but there's his helper, Jack Fury Miller. All the hustle plays to the Spartans. They're just playing harder than the High Toppers right now. It's not even close. Miller there, out there on Barnes. Fury Miller. He's going to try to make life difficult for Barnes. Barnes, though, beats that initial defense, and then Way steps in and steals it from Ochudi. And then gets it back to Lorea. Lorea steps to the hoop, loses out of bounds, though, and it's going back to the Spartans. So you see the talent from Barnes. I mean, with the ball in his hands, he's just electric. He just looks completely disinterested on the other end of the floor right now, as do a couple of his teammates. And that's really what's causing the bulk of their issues. 47 points already given up. Jeremy Correa back on the other guy with the numberless jersey. I've figured that out by process of elimination. That's going to be a good defensive play. But is he injured? Oh boy, no. Going to retighten that shoe. Looks like he might be okay. Good defense there by Riley, but yeah, you see on that replay, kind of got his foot caught, but nope. Popped up, he's good. Had an injury in the last game. Looked like it was hopefully just a sprained ankle there from Owen Smith for the Dutchman, so hopefully that's minor. Oh, nice move from Way, and he gets the finger roll to go. Beautiful move from the youngster from Crandall. Oh, what should he? Look at those. Look at him dance into the. He is so quick with that first step. It almost looked like a travel, but he was lightning with the ball in his hands, but it was knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spartans. Rossiter not quite ready to check in yet. They rang the buzzer for him, but he said to keep going. Oh, nice move. Beautiful stuff from Trevor Doucette. And the lay-in. The fake handoff. And the delivery and the block. Oh, but can't recover it. Can Doucette off the block from his teammate and get into the rim and scoring. That was Correa. Ooh, and a difficult finish that time for Ochudi, and his good night continues. 2 more for him, and the lead back to 23. And Correa now trying to deal with the defensive Fury Miller. Oh, Fury Miller just turned his head a little bit, or he would have had a steal there, I think. Baseline jumper no good. Ball bounces to Sears. Sears on the run. Up to Power. Power gets it to Fury Miller, but then gets it returned right back to him off the miss and lays it in. And yeah, there's times when these Spartans have scored in this first half where they've looked around going, that was pretty easy, you know? Oh, and a beautiful move by Barnes. You can see how electric he is with the ball in his hands. You'll love to see it. If he was determined at the other end, as determined at the other end, that would help his team out a lot. But Ochudi now on the rise and fire, comes up short, Way on the rebound. Doesn't have numbers. Gets it knocked away from behind from Shitty, but that's going to be a foul. And wholesale substitutions here for the Spartans. All 3 guys on their bench are going to come in and join the party with the lead up to 23. Doucette's going to check out with Ochidi, and I'm not sure. They're battling over who gets to go out. No, it's going to be Fury Miller. He's going to head to the bench. Rossiter back in with his 2. Tobin back in, joining Sears and Power. And Cole Fitzgerald, I'm guessing, would be the 5th. I haven't seen him on the... Haven't seen a number yet, but I'll get it. 53-32 now the lead. Still 21 points, 5:23 on the clock. Oh, losing at that time was Ben Power. But good hustle. Yeah, that is Cole Fitzgerald, the 6-foot guard from Harbor View High schooler. And he's going back to, he's not a graduating high schooler, so youngster on the Spartan squad. Oh, a long 3 that time from Tobin. No good, but another hustle play. Another 3 from Rossiter. Rossiter, though, short with that one. Good hustle from the Spartans. They get it back. Can't roll that one in. Ken Power just rolled out. And the attack is Larea. Larea to Way. Way's going to attack baseline. Gets it knocked away. Good hands again from Power. Now Tobin shares to Power. He's going to drive baseline. Nice kick in the corner to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with an open 3, and down it goes. The youngster spreads the lead now to 24. Barnes pulls it back, and he's going to go for the fadeaway. No good. Pulled down by Sears. Sears on the attack. Can't get the runner to go, but he's going to go to the line for 2 more free throws. Pardon me, fans. I am getting this lineup straightened out for the final time here. So Coria, you're joining my roster. 6-footer from Mississauga. Another UNBer. Shocking surprise. Short, but Hazen Rossiter collects the rebound. Back to Sears. Sears rises again, a long 2 this time for Anthony Sears. 58-32 is the lead, and we're not even at the 4-minute mark of the second quarter here. Way, shot fake at the foul line. Back to Barnes. It's just a succession of guys trying to go one-on-one here against pretty darn good defense, and that's just not going to get it done. The way the Spartans are defending and getting out and running. Barnes is going to get a trip to the line here. Barnes has averaged over 15 a game in his 3 years at UNB. Efficiency was down a little bit this year, so that'll be something he'll want to tick back up again here coming up in his 4th year. He is a really good free throw shooter. Missed that one, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Got to be, yeah, for sure. Bowling him over there was Larea. Barnes, 4 boards, 3 assists, and a steal a game as well. He's the primary point guard. 2.5 turnovers. That's not awful for a primary point guard. You'd probably want a little bit more higher assist numbers from a guy with who's the primary ball handler, but he's definitely a talent. You can see that. And that's a turnover now, a little bit one-on-one centric that time where the Spartans. Sears with a gift back to the high toppers. Barnes now, he's going to attack Sears at the top, spins. Sears does a great job standing his ground, and then Rossiter, a good job stepping in and ripping that board away. Tobin now, retreat dribble to Rossiter, gives to Sears for the little tiptoe dunk. Nicely done there from Hazen Rossiter. Sharing is caring, and that was a nice little move from him. That's CY, a big guy with guard skills, as down goes the 3 from Coria from distance. Gorgeous stuff from him, but you see the talent from Rossiter. He was really considered himself, I think everybody did consider him more of a football prospect at the next level. But he was so dominant in his grade 12 year in Riverview High, inside with his physicality, but also it's a wild shot from Coria, bailed out by Larea. Larea can't finish though. Knocked back out. There's Holler. Holler's gonna pop a three. No good. There's that man again. Larea following up. So this offensive rebounding here, second shot opportunities for the High Toppers, or at least keeping them within shouting distance here as we approach the end of the first half. But talked to Nelson Rossiter before or Hazen, pardon me, his older brother would be Nelson, who is a football player. And the wing three, oh boy, he looked confident shooting that one. Did out Shitty, but rebounded. Another offensive rebound, and then a move to the hoop from Rossiter. He's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. So Hazen's a big dude, strong dude. He's got a mean streak for a nice guy. He's a nice dude, but a mean streak on when he's competing, which you love. But he's a big dude with ball skills. He can shoot it from distance. He can put the ball on the floor a little bit. He's a good passer, as you saw that last time. So a little bit biased, being a fellow Riverview guy, Riverview High grad, but I'm really excited to see what he does at the next level. Free throw shooting will be a little bit of a area of improvement for him, I'm sure. And not sure what was going on there, but it's going to count. Jeremy Coria wants the explanation as to why the free throw will still count. And referee Danny Patterson had a logical enough explanation for him. So the lead 23 now as we approach the 2-minute mark of the first half. Barnes wants to take Fury Miller. He's going to pop a three, and down it goes. So Barnes, it's not pretty offense right now for the Hilltoppers, but they're staying in it. Good kick. What the fill from Fury Miller. Such an intelligent play. Didn't get it to go, but he follows his own shot. He's going to get all the way to the rim, but can't finish around Larea. And his teammate Ben Power with the Seawolves can't run it down. Three in the corner up for Way. It's good. So a little bit of a run here, a little life to these Hilltoppers, High Toppers, pardon me. As the first half comes to a close here. Rossiter wants it inside, and he should. Good kick. Fury Miller attacking a closeout. Good fill behind, and the three is good. Gorgeous feed from Fury Miller to Tobin. The noof from distance, and the lead back to 20. Coria now spins away from the double team. Ooh, the attack from Larea. Good defense, though, from the Spartans. And Rossiter knocked it to Fury Miller, and now they're going to have a 3-on-1. And Fury Miller gets it back. And it's, just enough English on that one off the behind-the-back feed from Power. Larea on the attack. Yeah, Rossiter was just a little bit late. And Larea did a really good job kind of sliding by him enough to make that a blocking foul and not a charge. And that's going to be 3 on Rossiter immediately again. Hayden's no dummy. He looked right to the bench and said, yeah, get me out again. That's my third. So to the line. Larea, and they haven't been able to consistently take advantage of the shots at the line either. 0 for 2. Larea. Shitty wants to take Way. Backs it out. Looks for a screen from Doucette. Nope. Sends him away. Now they're just going to flatten things out for Eden Ochudi. Having a big first half. Good fill from Doucette. Kept his pivot foot set and finished. Smart, timely cut from Trevor Doucette. Off the feed from Ochudi at the buzzer. It's going to go. A big one for Jeremy Coria to bring that lead back. They've stayed within shouting distance, but boy, they've got to talk about the problems that they're having on the defensive end with these Spartans getting shots at the rim at will, getting out and running off misses and turnovers. And that's the reason they're up 21 here as we go to our first half break. See you back here in about 5. Don't worry, fans, you didn't lose me. I'm sure you were really worried that I was going to not make it back for the second half. But here we go. And it starts similarly to how it started in the first. Marcus Barnes getting 2 feet in the paint and finishing. And it's a little bit of a run here. Oh, boy, that is almost a very athletic finish from Ben Power off the feed from Ochudy. And yeah, I mean, it was really, I mean, it's 21 points, or pardon me, 19 points still, but it's been better the last 5 minutes. I'm hesitating with how I'm saying it because it still doesn't look pretty. The offense is just sort of clear out for a guy and let him go to work, which isn't a good recipe for efficiency, but the last few minutes of the first half, it was a little bit better for the High Toppers. The lead is now 20 again off that free throw from Power. So that's that's as much ball movement as we've seen out of that team all game, I think. Missed 3 there from Coria. And the Spartans shared a little bit, yeah, and that is Mark Tobin rising from 3 and getting hit by Ben Riley, who's upset at the call. And I saw Tobin looking at him like, what are you talking about, man? I couldn't get the shot off. I couldn't land. At least the effort was there. This has been the issue in the first half for these High Toppers. Inconsistent effort on the defensive end. And that is being as kind as I can possibly be. So 3 free throws here for Tobin. The first 2 are in. Here comes your third. 3 for 3. So that's been one of the big differences as well. Spartans have paid off their shots at the line. High Toppers have missed a high percentage of their free throws. Coria has nowhere to go with it. Gets it to Barnes. Barnes now. Slides between 2 defenders. No good. There's a rebound. Getting up high was Tobin to rip that one down. Sears now. Shares back to Power. Power down to Sears. A nice cut. Beautiful from Tobin. Oh, boy. The head was turned from Barnes, and Tobin went right by him for that lay-in. Coria, oh, boy, he can shoot it. That guy can shoot it. Coria, a nice stroke from distance. Ochudy on the pull-up, trying to answer, no good. Rebound from Lorea. Lorea's going to push. Coria's ready. Attacks the closeout. Little fade. There's the cleanup. Lorea, he has been taking advantage of his big wide body down there in the paint to earn himself some second chance opportunities. And there's a really good defense from Jack Way. Drawing a charge. That's the second one on Ochudy. And the lead is hanging around 20. So enough that if they turn the screws up, turn themselves up a little bit defensively, the High Toppers, they could make this interesting. Fury Miller knew that he was either going to put Lorea at the line for 2 free throws or give him an and one, so he just let him have the layup. But the lead is down to 18. Oh, and a nice, gorgeous move from Power. A little Rajon Rondo-esque with the sweeping move inside with that left hand. Boy, that was pretty. Barnes, step back 3, gorgeous. He is so talented with the ball in his hands. You see why he's scoring the ball at such a rate in the AUS. Ochudy with the rise and fire. Now it's a little bit the Spartan side too, a little bit of watch me while I go to work one-on-one here. Little Rucker Park action. Double team they get on Barnes out top though to Way. Way tries to attack, gets it knocked away from Power. I mentioned Power a little bit in the first half. Transferred from St. Mary's. First year at UMBSJ this year. 11 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, 3 assists a game. Again, efficiency is where these guys struggle a bit sometimes. He was only a 26% three-point shooter, but he was 76% from the line as Jack Way gets inside and finishes another one. The lead down to 17, so it's just creeping a little bit, and that's an early three from Power. So again, just hanging around are the High Toppers, and there's a difficult finish from Barnes. So getting stops, and the offensive Barnes, it's a recipe right now. And there's another early three from the wing, Fury Miller. Now they have a chance, the High Toppers, to bring it down a little bit closer. It's going to be Corey's turn. Nope, back to Barnes. So Barnes now, hesitation dribble again, gets in the middle of the lane. And he finishes again with the right hand. So Barnes, just unstoppable right now on the offensive end, and the lead is down to 13. Well, should he go into work again? Just one guy touched the ball that offensive possession as well. Good setup, and Corius, string music from distance, and the lead is 10 out of nowhere. Smart play from Larea, recognizing one of the two guys with a hot hand. But Schutte gets all the way to the lane, can't finish. But he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Boy, and the Spartans can at least exhale a little bit and go, okay, let's get some points up on the board. But boy, the switch is flipped here completely. It's the Spartans taking the bad shots at one end of the floor. And it's the High Toppers getting stops, but really, I'd argue the Spartans are kind of stopping themselves here a little, just going away from what got them a lead. One thing that's helping them, though, is that the High Toppers are just consistently scoring the ball. Barnes has been unstoppable in this quarter so far. Scored almost every time he's touched the ball. So a lot of what they were successful at in the first half was getting out and running off of turnovers and misses, and they just haven't turned the ball over and or missed in this quarter so far. Going to work with a nice move, but that was really good defense from Tobin on Larea. Fury Miller, he's going to attack the cup. Doesn't get it to go, but they're going to call Coria for the contact there. Finally got a stop to the Spartans. It had been a while. So I think they're going to run a couple people here at Barnes. I mean, that's not rocket science, but one thing to execute it properly. And if Barnes makes the proper pass out of these double teams, you're going to leave guys like Coria wide open for threes. So you have to do it intelligently. Missing the second one there was Fury Miller. And I think creating a turnover there, yeah, nicely done from Tobin. Getting his hand in, causing problems, and that was Ben Riley. They couldn't collect it there on the sideline. So 3 players. New players about to come in for the Spartans. Going to leave Rossiter on the sideline with his 3. Reset the lineups here in a moment. Doucette, one of the 2 back in. Oh boy, difficult shot on the baseline. And that is just, again, I mean, it's a great shot. You're back up by 15, but it's not good recipe for long-term success in the second half. That's a nice look. Oh, it looked like it was a little bit tipped, so it didn't bounce up to Doucette the way he was expecting, and he fumbled it out of bounds. So back to the High Toppers coming back in. His Way, and also Josh Haller, the Moncton native, joins the lineup. Barnes, 2 feet in the lane again, gets it knocked away. It's going back to, staying, pardon me, with the High Toppers. Tobin felt like it was out off of Barnes, but no good, and Barnes can't connect with Lorea on the inbounds. So it's going back to the Spartans. Should he now? Screen roll with Fury Miller. Gets all the way to the cup. Leaves it for Doucette. Doucette, though, had it knocked away. Didn't protect it. There was Jack Way. He's lucky, Doucette, that it didn't get ripped out of his hands. He left it there wide open. Tobin now. Feels like had the feeling there on that three. Couldn't get it to go. Haller. He's attacking Fitzgerald. Doesn't get it to go, but he's going to the line for 2 free throws. Josh Haller. So the lead 15, but it's an uneasy feeling if you're a Spartan supporter or a Spartans player right now. They have not been stellar in this quarter at either end of the floor. They're actually lucky it hasn't gotten closer than 10. That's where the High Toppers got it to there. Now back to 13. Again, they haven't shared the ball in this quarter the way they did in the first half, and they haven't gotten consistent stops. But Schutte gets a matchup that he likes. Haller, skip pass, Fury Miller. Tobin now pulls it back, can't get it to go. Yeah, Doucette was trying to get it up on the glass in time, but he couldn't. So now we're going to get a couple more substitutions back in. Power's going to return for Tobin. Rossiter's going to come in for Fury Miller. And Schutte's going to take a break for Sears. And the fadeaway. Boy, tough shot from Barnes. He's got it. All kinds of moves in his bag. They just got to get it out of his hands, I think. But again, you risk the all-out double team. You risk leaving a guy like Coria open, who's been shooting the ball so well. Getting all the way to the glass and finishing nicely was Lorea. He's had a strong third quarter as well. The lead now down inside 10. Taking it all the way to the glass and finishing, though, was Ben Power. Nice move from Power. You don't mind an early shot if it's 2 feet in the paint at the rim. Haller gets it from Lorea. Attacks a closeout. Not there. Back to Lorea. Lorea on the right hand. Pardon me, that was Riley. Excuse me. With the right hand on the attack. Didn't get it to go, but he's going back to the line. This lead can go right back under 10. But Schutte steps back in. Ethan Rossiter, again for the third time, gets a quick foul and just waves at the bench and says, "Get me out." So he's now saddled with his fourth. Was only back in the game for about a minute. He's been frustrated over there. So Riley. Again, another UNB product. Gets his first one to go, the 6'4" player out of Calgary. Up and in for the second one as well. So the lead does indeed go back under 10, down to 9 here. Good work from these High Toppers in this quarter. And again, oh, there you go. Nice cut, but oh, just couldn't connect. And Haller was there to pick it off. Back to Riley. Riley sizing up with Schutte. He's going to take him. Gets 2 feet in the paint. Back to Barnes. Barnes with a deep, deep three. Doesn't matter. He's feeling it. His huge third quarter continues. He might have 20 in the quarter. It's just been an explosion in this quarter, and the lead is down to 6. Doucette now, and it's Schutte working the pick and roll. It's Schutte hides behind it, pops a three. Again, one guy touched that ball. Riley now doing work for the High Toppers. Ben Riley. A big couple of minutes, and one, and he's going to go to the line, try to bring this lead down to 3. Quick as you like. Boy, this happened. Did not see this coming. But this is of their own making, the Spartans. They've really just gone away from what worked in the first half. They were conscientious in their defending and boxing out, and just turned the High Toppers over and made them pay for being so Marcus Barnes-centric in transition. And then they took intelligent shots at this end. That one was their best shot in a while, maybe, but still only a couple, 3 passes. Make these guys be 2 or 3 sided with their defense. And Barnes again can't do anything to stop him right now. The lead is down to 1 out of nowhere. Oh, shit, again, not a good shot. Just possession after possession. And Barnes from the red line, the ultimate heat check, and there is Larea flying in there, being useful on the offensive glass. Barnes with an incredible heat check from the red line, but why not? It's been his quarter. And Larea to the line could give the High Toppers the lead here out of nowhere. So it would be an interesting matchup. I mean, it's going to be an interesting matchup tomorrow either way, but it would be an interesting matchup tomorrow. The power inside of Norm Burry against the wing explosion here, potentially point guard explosion from Marcus Barnes. But should he? Good kick. Wide open 3. Better shot from Cole Fitzgerald, but didn't go. The game is tied. And the last shot of the quarter to the High Toppers. And I wonder who's going to take it. We're all in suspense. Barnes being sized up by Sears. Sears now forces a very tough shot, and it's missed. And that's the kind of effort and intensity and forcefulness they're going to have with Barnes going to the fourth quarter. They just can't let him dance into the paint, play off 2 feet in the paint, possession after possession after possession, because he's just going to go off like he's done so far in this game. It was ugly defense in the entire first half for the High Toppers that got them in the hole that they were in, but that was a absolute avalanche, a 40-point at least quarter for the High Toppers, and nothing the Spartans could do about Barnes. But you saw the formula on that last possession. Sears really dug deep there and moved his feet and kept Barnes in front of him and made him shoot a tough one. I mean, that's not rocket science. If you can't do that, then you got to get the ball out of his hands and then be ready in rotation. You don't want to have to send 2 guys at somebody, because that's exactly what the High Toppers want, what any team wants. Wants to get the other team in rotation. That's how you create open shots. That's how you create advantages. And with a guy like Correa shooting the ball as well as he did in the third quarter, and with guys crashing the glass like Riley and Larea did in that quarter, you know, getting out of rotation and being at a disadvantage is tough. But you can't just let Marcus Barnes score 25 and a quarter on you again. And Barnes not happy about that call, but going to the line for 2 free throws is going to be Mark Tobin. So we'll see what the strategy is with Barnes with the ball in his hand, because it's going to be in his hand. You know, every possession that he's on the floor. I'm sure we'll see Correa again off the bench as well. You put him on the same side as Barnes and attract a double team, that's going to be a big problem, the way he's been shooting the ball and the way that the 2 bigs there, Larea and Riley have been crashing that glass. So they're just sticking with a one-on-one matchup. Barnes misses his first deep three. Fury Miller, the nice move in the pull-up, can't get it to go. The follow by Sears. But should he finds Tobin. Tobin, the fill behind and the open three. That was beautiful stuff. Got back to Jack Fury Miller, and he didn't make a mistake on his second shot of that possession. That was better stuff from the Spartans. Larea, nice kick to the corner. Wide open three. Can't go for Way. Way's made a couple today. Didn't get that one to go. Should he? He's attacking. 2 feet in the paint. Gets it back out for an open three for Power. He side rims it. Well done by Sears to knock it back to Otsudy. Another three. Rims out this time. That one was from Tobin. Barnes, 2 feet in the paint. Kick to Holler. Holler with an open three. That's what Josh Holler can do, is make open threes. Smart pass from Barnes to find Holler. What should he now? Spaced out, gets 2 feet in the paint. Beautiful finish from him. Difficult one, too, with the right hand on the opposite side. And played interference here on Otsudy's Larea. Another missed three from Barnes. And beating him down the floor was Tobin to finish with two hands. The lead now to 6. Good start to the fourth quarter for the Spartans. Riley on the attack. Left footer sweeping through the lane. Nicely done from Riley. His second half's been terrific. The lead down to 4. What should he? Gets all the way into the paint. Oh, it rims out with the left hand, but he's going to the line for 2 free throws. Beautiful stuff from Eden Otsudy. And the Spartans getting a little bit more back to what they did well in the first half here in the opening couple minutes of this fourth quarter. Coming back in is Coria. Way's going to check out. And Holler, or pardon me, Way's back in, excuse me. Holler is out. Otsudy good at the line. Talked about how he was inefficient from the field, but the line, when he got there, he finished 83.3%. Like I said, it gives you hope. Under 35% from the field last year, but a guy with an 83% free throw rate, there is a huge upside to a guy that can shoot the ball like that. Oh, nicely done from Tobin to knock the ball away from Barnes. Barnes has to go all the way back to the other three-point line. He's got 8 seconds on the clock. Screen from Larea. Sears now on Barnes. Barnes is going to have to get it up against the clock. Nope, doesn't get it up in time. Well done by the Spartans. That is a much better recipe for dealing with Mr. Barnes. Be active with your hands, active with your feet. I think there was a degree in that third quarter where they were just kind of coasting, like, all right, well, if he's going to do this one-on-one thing all game, that works for us, because look how, whoa, that was a difficult finish from Otsudy on the other side with the left hand. But I think they fell asleep a little bit for a long chunk of that third quarter. Like, if he's going to do this, all right, this is going to work into our hands. We got a 20-point lead this way with them just playing that way. But they fell asleep on him in the third, and he got him back into the game. But Riley is the one keeping them alive here at the start of the fourth. Another darting move. Shoody with a nice setup for the three from the corner. That was Sears. It didn't go. Back come the High Toppers. Boy, and they got away with one there. The missed three from Coria, who's been hot. Power. Power didn't want the foul. He wanted the setup to Tobin, and Tobin's going, come on, guys. It seemed like it when the whistle went, it seemed a little bit kind of off-putting, because it's definitely, there's been a lot of that kind of ride in the hip contact this game that hasn't been called. Not saying it was a bad call, just didn't expect it. there's probably something a little bit different about that contact that drew the whistle. Fury Miller can't get it to go. Rebound from Way. Way, 2 feet in the paint, no good. Good defense over there by Trevor Doucette, bothering Way. Nice move. Oh, that was gorgeous. Didn't get it to go, though. Did Larea. Boy, that was a powerful 2-foot stop move from him. I thought for sure that was 2 points. Tobin. Gorgeous move. Can't get it to go. Nice rebound inside. That's what Jack Fury Miller gives you. He is hard to move out of there once he establishes position. He's got strong pins and shoulders digging down there at Barnes. Yeah, Barnes got hit. That's a good call. Late call, but good call. I know there's an element. People sometimes think referees wait to see if the shot goes in before they need. There is an element to that because sometimes referees, they'll tell you, they see it live in their brain in a split second. They're thinking it's a 50-50. I'm not sure. I mean, was there enough? Wasn't there enough? And they do wait for whether the shot goes in sometimes. It's just how it goes. And I think that's a fair way to go about it if you're on the borderline of whether the contact affected the shot. If it goes in, then, you know, that's, oh, and a nice baseline move from Larea. Whew. He wanted to throw that one down. Man, sometimes to be that good an athlete is dangerous. I'm not good enough athlete to ever have my life on the line like that. Brandon Larea is a good enough athlete that it becomes dangerous. Luckily, he popped right back up, but he hasn't converted at the line. He's had a great game. Been really disruptive down there, down low, but he cannot get a free throw to go. Been short on a lot of them. Gets that one to go. The reverse jinx. 6-point game. 5:23 on the clock. It's moving here in the fourth quarter. Should he? Trying to get around Holler. Holler doing a pretty good job on him. Then met by Barnes. Had to get rid of it. Still one-sided. Can't get that one to go. Tobin thought he got hit by Barnes. Didn't get the call. Barnes hesitated. Tried to cross Tobin over. Tobin got his foot in to knock it out of bounds. Reset here. Coming back in is Riley, who's had himself a terrific second half. Holler's going to check out. Barnes able to collect at half court with no problem. Got 15 on the clock. Always going to pull up for three, and it's good. Barnes feeling it from distance along with everything else. When he gets going from distance, the way, as talented as he is with the ball in his hands, that is a recipe for disaster for the other team. But man, should he come back? That's I'm not a fan of the shot, but if it goes in, then more power to you. It's just the one-on-one back and forth. Barnes loses it, gets it back, and makes it anyway. And Tobin just throws his hands up in the air like, what can I do? And the answer is nothing. Again, not a great offensive possession, but it doesn't matter. The ball went through the nylon. And again, should he playing with way up there, and he's going to throw it up without any other passes. Luckily, they get an offensive rebound and a good play by Sears to get it to Tobin, stepping into a wide open three. And the lead back to 6. Barnes behind the screen, back rims it. Rebound to Fury Miller this time. Fury Miller's going to push. He's got power, back to Fury Miller. Shares to Tobin. Tobin's going to attack. Gets all the way to the paint, no good. He's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Good attack from Tobin that time. So yeah, been on both sides, just been way too many possessions where one guy has touched the basketball. Now, it was a recipe for success in the third quarter for these high toppers because the man touching the ball was Barnes, and he couldn't miss. And really, as I said, I think the Spartans just kind of fell asleep in the first half. You know, the ball was in Barnes' hands a lot of just solo possessions by him. And he wasn't as efficient in the first half as he was in the third quarter. So I think the Spartans just coasted. Like, all right, if he's going to do this all game, this has been a really good thing for us. But there's Barnes. And they can't give him an angle. You got to play him. He can go left or right. So you can't give him that angle right to go right. You just can't. He's going to beat you to that spot. And now he's finished and one, and he's got a chance to bring the lead right back down to 5. I don't know how many points Barnes has, but you can be darn sure I'm going to go down and check the box score out at the end of this game. Pull up again. One guy touched it, but whew, you exhale if you're a Spartan supporter because the ball went in. Lead back to 7. What should he? Having a big game. Barnes gets rid of his guy and makes another shot. That time it was Fury Miller. Nobody's having success guarding Marcus Barnes right now. And the lead down to 5. Again, one guy touched it. Came up short. Tried to save it there, did Sears. But right into the hands of Larea. Larea on the handoff. Way's going to pop a 3. Comes up short. Going back to the Spartans. Barnes had to take a possession off there, apparently. Needed a little bit of a rest. I dare say the ball will be back in his hands the next time down the floor. And again, on Chitty just spreading it. Now he's going to pop a 3. No good. Boy. I don't know. If I'm his teammate right now, dude, let's move the ball around the perimeter a little bit here. Let's make him work and attack once we create an advantage, maybe. There, he's electric in the open floor. Can't get it to go, though. Rebound by Larea. Larea's going to push. Yeah, and he's got Coria. Coria leaves it. No good on the dunk attempt from Riley. Turning it over, though, are the Spartans. Coria to Riley. Riley pops a 3. No good. Let's Shitty on the rebound. 5-point lead as we are under now the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Larea can't guard on Chitty. Chitty, though, turned it over. Looked for Sears down low. Down came Larea. Took it away. Pardon me, that was Riley. Took it away. Riley now on the attack, the hesitation. Can't get it to go, but he's going to go to the line. There's been a lot of those hesitation whistles in this quarter. A lot of borderline, I don't know. All right, you missed, I'll give it to you. There's been a good half dozen of them. I'm not saying they're bad calls at all. Just a lot of late whistles with defenders going, come on, I thought I was getting away with it. And if you never heard me commentate a game before, I'm not one to pull my punches. If I think it's a bad call, I'll tell you. There are just a lot of 50-50 calls. I think there's been a lot of them. Guys trying to be tough on the ball and take the contact in the chest and stay straight, but just not being able to through the full offensive play. Riley 1 for 2 at the line. And we suddenly have 9 minutes and 52 seconds left in the fourth. That is incorrect. And I think they will fix it here in a minute. Fury Miller follows his own shot. Good effort there by Doucette to keep it alive, too. An open 3, no good. There's Fury Miller again, ripping it down. Another rebound. A wide open 3 at the top for Tobin, no good. There's Doucette again down there and inside, creating another possession. Now, what are they going to do with the clock here? Because there's not 9 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game. A 3 from the wing is good. A huge shot for Ben Power, and the lead is 7. Oh, are we playing Elam ending? Barnes gets all the way to the glass and finishes. Maybe that's why the game. Maybe that's why the game ended the way it did the first game. Okay, I gotta pay more attention. Apparently, it's an Elam ending. So Tobin now gets into the lane, but can't keep his dribble alive, and he turns it over. So I didn't see the score. When they reset it here, Barnes has to throw it up. Strange one from him, but it worked out. Larea found him back down on the post. He wanted the call there, didn't get it. Larea, though, back up and finished with the right hand. And the lead down to 3. Power. He's going to attack. Nice look inside. Doucette took a hit. He's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. So Doucette's made a little bit of a difference here on the inside since he came back in the game. Back rim's the first, though. In and out on the second. No. An empty trip for the Spartans, and the lead is only 3. And can Barnes tie it? No, he can't. Good box up from Tobin, and running the floor and finishing with the left hand nicely is Ben Power, and he's going to go to the line for a free throw. And pardon me, excuse me, that is your winning hoop. So Ben Power finishes the game off. 114-109 is your final score here in the second semifinal. And I promise, fans, for this championship tomorrow, I'll know all the rules. I swear, I'll do it. So take a look online at the box scores, fans. I think you want to know what Marcus Barnes finished with in that game. But I've had fun today. That was a fun evening of basketball, fans. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 1 p.m. in the afternoon for the final between the Spartans and the River Bandits. It's Norm Burry and Eden Ochudi, the highlight package there tomorrow. So fans, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Dave Tingley on the call here from UMBSJ. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 1 in the afternoon, for your championship final. Have a good night.